Right, this is the Charmilles Technologies model HD8 hole drilling / hole popping machine.
All right, take a look around here.
Yep.
Want to do any cabinets, top side?
Sure.
Front end here. Tiny electric panel. Amplifier section, it's all in here. Water pumps right off to the side here. You can't see it from the other side. This there, it's an high pressure air pump. Or an air operated high pressure water pump. Let's get that right.
Okay.
That'll work. And water controls all up here, water pressure. And valve, the three of them. Flow control. There's the main bottle and filtration system. Pump would be right over there. Air pressure's on right now. And going up here, we do have the manual lubrication. I'll give it a shot right now. There we go. Manual lube, work lamp, 110 control. Got our air coming in for the pump. Here's our high pressure water coming up to the spindle. Down on the bottom, after you get up there, got the bottom guard just kind of open, and I got my line coming in, temped in, got the fans on. I'm currently running 220 volts coming in the bottom side here, so just kind of hanging there temporarily. Toolbox, odds and ends stuff in here, comes with it. Leveling pads, a couple other little pieces without going into it. We do have documentation on this thing, so, oh, got one more cover here now too, which is pretty much just the main transformer coming in right here. It's tapped in at 220 volts here, so that's all there is in there. We've got a couple books here. I've got one here, and I have a couple more here on the table. I'll put them up there for you. They all go in there, so yeah, this all goes together. We got a couple of them laying here, so user's manual, which is nice, maintenance, repair, and pre-install manual. We got all of that. Let me get out of the way here. Working up to the controls here, got the Heidenhain scales for X and Y. Z, just power Z up and down. I can do Z for you right now. Just powering it up. Powering it back down. We'll get closer. We're going to try and do a burn here. We'll see how that works out on my setup. Depth control here, I'm not presently using it, and I didn't plug in the numbers. I'm just doing an auto cycle until I get through my 1/4" plate and backing it out manually. So it's basically a manual cycle. Then you get all the controls up here for spark, spindle, and on-off times, voltmeter, and amp meter. So here's X direction going across the table. You see it going up on the scale maybe. Pretty sensitive. It goes into hundreds, yeah, 10 millionths. So, and this guy here is Y. Feels really nice. So, I'm going to put my hole right about here. I've already got one in there. And I'm going to move over about a 1/4" from where I was at. What else we got before we start? Again, up and down is right here. This is from my wire. I'm kind of bent up a little bit here because I didn't do a real good job of setting up. I'm not that good at it, so I'm going to leave that right about there. Bring down Z a little bit. Well, before I even do that, I can leave it up there. I can show you the pump, and I can show you a spindle. Here's spindle by itself. That's just turning. I'm a little bit bent, but it's not too bad for our wants and needs now. And here's the pump. That just shoots through. We got some coming through the pipe, and I got some coming off here. I probably got too much here, but whatever. Kind of put that right about there. I'm mid-range with the pressure, mid-range with my amperage. It's just kind of like playing hit and miss here, but just enough to get us through this point and show that the machine operates well. So I'm going to shut that off. And the last one actually is up and down here. And my setting was right about 1.5 here. And that's this guy here that shows the feed of the pipe coming through the ceramic bushing. So that's going up. Now we've just lost the pipe in there. Let me bring it down. You'll see it start to come out here. That's how we feed into the plates. That's coming through there. I'm gonna leave it sticking out only about 3 or 4 millimeters. I'm gonna go back up. Can you see in there okay? So, yeah, I'm gonna take it back up. Like I said, I can take it all. That's real delicate. So it's just about gone. I'm gonna come back out a couple of millimeters. And that's this whole depth meter. If I was to set this up, it would read out the depth for a blind hole, I believe, and it would stop right there for the auto cycle. Like I said, I can go really fast on this or slow, but that seemed to work okay for my last hole, so I'm gonna leave it there. That said, all I have to do is hit auto now. My spark is already set, and if I hit auto, spark comes on, spindle comes on, pump comes on, amps go up, and volts go up all at the same time, and it just feeds in until I tell it to stop, basically. So let me get close with Z so I don't have to feed that pipe out too far. And we get right up tight on it. And we'll hit auto, and it's going to feed in real slow here. Let's see how it goes. Unless I changed anything, we should get a hole through there. It's burning, yep. I think the last one I did out of the hole took about, I don't know, a minute and a half, maybe 2. So we're just going real easy here. I'm not trying to kill it. I'm not sure on the alloy, and my pipe's not in condition. It seems to be working fairly good. You can kind of see it's getting muddied up. You can see the water turning color a little bit. Maybe, I don't know about if it's on camera. And you'll know when it's through. It'll kind of like stop sparking and just kind of quiet down. It'll take about a minute. I might have too much water on there, but it seems to be working pretty good. It up just a touch there. Starting to go through. It's barely cutting now. And if you look up here, you show the amperage and the voltage still cutting, see? For about 15-20 amps. And the book said on this gauge we should be around 20 volts. Oh, it just stopped. We just broke through, see? Maybe? Yeah. So we're about 30 volts, 25 amps. And that thing's probably just about through now. A little bit of a spark coming still.
There you go.
Is that it?
Hold on. Yep, you're through.
Is that it? Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, you can see the water coming out of the end. I don't know if the camera's good enough, but I'm going to back out and shut auto off. And just kind of pull up here manually. Watch the rod come out. And you hear the beeper shut off. When he gets out of the water, see, it comes out, it senses the water. When you pull out of it, it shuts off. And then I'll go up with the Z. And if you hold, you should be able to see the hole right there. Real easy if I just squeegee that off a little bit. Yeah, there it is. It's the second one there. Ooh, pretty small one, 7 millimeter, I think the pipe is. So, and yeah, that's about it. We're looking pretty good here. It's a good running machine.